Welcome to the 2022 IREC Vision Summit, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to participate in this important event today. My name is Larry Sherwood, and I'm the President and CEO of IREC. IREC is honored to organize this event and have you all here with us today. Some of you were here in this same room in March 2020 as the COVID-19 pandemic descended upon our nation and the world. We never dreamed it would be so long until we saw you again. We are thrilled to be reunited with colleagues and friends and appreciate you convening with us today as we stand on the threshold of an unprecedented opportunity for clean energy. In addition to greeting those in the room, I want to welcome the dozens of you in the virtual space joining us today. Before we begin the program, a few logistic announcements. There is a Wi-Fi code printed on the paper on the plastic stand on each table. Also, please make sure you've downloaded the event app to access event information throughout the day. You have a direct email from us with instructions on downloading the app, or if you're in the room, you can ask the staff to help you, and there's also instructions on the sign. In the app, you will find all speaker bios, the agenda, and there's also an activity feed. So this is like a social media feed, and you can use that to share your thoughts with the larger group. And when we do breakouts today, you can put your comments from the breakout in that activity feed. If you have any issues with the app, and especially those who are joining virtually, you can reach out to live support at any time by selecting the question mark at the top right of the event space. We do want you to network with others in the room, both old friends and new acquaintances. But we also want you to be safe. IREC is requiring attendees to be vaccinated and to wear a mask anytime you're not actively eating, drinking, or presenting on a panel. We recognize that these policies are more stringent than the norm at this time, but we are committed to ensuring that our event is accessible and inclusive, especially for immunocompromised individuals. Because of this, we are prioritizing safety and erring on the side of caution. If you forgot your mask, we have one available at the registration desk, and we appreciate your support in looking out for each other. Today, we invite you to tweet and share anything from today's discussion via social media. You can use the hashtag IRECVisionSummit, all one word, but please be respectful and avoid attributing statements directly to any one person. We want to create a safe space for today's conversation, so we ask you to observe Chatham House rules, which means you are free to use and share the information received today, but neither identify, the person nor the affiliation of the speaker nor any other participant unless that person gives you permission. I also want to highlight that an important thread will flow through our conversations today, and that is diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. We want to honor all of you and the discussion we have today and ask that we be mindful of conducting each conversation with openness, respect, and honesty. This is a no judgment zone, but at the same time, we want to recognize that we are all coming here today from different perspectives and that the work of DEIA is shared work, not just the effort of a single race or class of people. Thank you for leaving room for everyone's voice as we move through the panel discussions and breakouts today. Now, I want to take a moment for some important acknowledgments. I want to give a special thank you to the Vision Summit sponsors, without whom this event would, without whom this would not be possible. The Bank of America, Energy Innovation, NG, Sonova, Sunrun, Lumina Foundation, APA Solar Racking, Building Performance Institute, Florida Solar Energy Center, Earthos, Solar United Neighbors, and the Institute for Building Technology and Safety, who provided the notebooks on your tables. And I also want to thank Brianna Lewis of NG, who invited their partners from Georgetown University to participate in today's event. Also, thank you to the National Housing Center for hosting us in this great space. And I'd like to thank sponsor Energy Innovation for providing copies of the new book from Hal Harvey and Justin Gills, The Big Fix: 7 Practical Steps to Save Our Planet, as a thank you gift for our wonderful panelists. Then I would like to thank and acknowledge our event partners who helped us spread the word and make this a collaborative, cross-cutting event across a diverse group. We're fortunate to have more partners than I can name here, but you can see them on the screen and see a listing of the summit sponsors and partners in the event app. Third, to today's panelists, moderators, and facilitators, thank you for taking time out of your schedules to travel here and share your thoughts and expertise. And finally, thank you to the IREC staff, the IREC Board of Directors, and the Summit Planning Committee for all the work you did to put this event together. IREC is honored to organize this event and have you all with us here today. I would like to especially acknowledge the hard work of Dr. Janelle Hills, Laure-Jean Davignon, Gwen Brown, and the IREC communications team, Leslie Graham, and Michelle Barrett. I'd also like to thank Larry Shirley, who will be emceeing today's event. IREC builds the foundation for the rapid adoption of clean energy and energy efficiency to benefit people, the economy, and our planet. The foundation that IREC builds supports the development of many clean energy technologies, products, and solutions. IREC has the vision of 100% clean energy future, and we work toward that future in three complementary pathways. Today, we will be focused on workforce development, but IREC also has a regulatory program that has the vision that all people have fair and equitable access to the distribution system for distributed energy resources, and that those resources provide benefit to the customers, to the entire energy system, and to the environment. And IREC has a local initiatives program that helps communities have the capacity and tools they need to realize 100% clean energy. Over 125 years ago, this country went through an energy revolution. That revolution was based on fossil fuels, coal and oil. Fossil fuels were the innovation of their time, and they fueled major changes in the U.S. economy. That revolution required the creation of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new jobs. This chart shows the growth of just coal miners during the early 20th century. Oil jobs and many other jobs were also required to make this fossil fuel revolution a reality. Coal workers of that period lived in company towns and could only shop at company stores. Over 100,000 miners died, and many more died later from black lung disease and other illnesses. Worker-company relations were bad. I live in Boulder, Colorado, often thought of as a very beautiful and idealistic place. But in 1910, in Boulder County, 3,000 coal workers went on strike for better pay and working conditions. Their strike lasted for over 4.5 years. 7 people died, hundreds were beaten up. Children of mine workers required police escorts to get them to school. The strike only ended with the intervention of President Wilson. The fossil fuel revolution was not worker-friendly. Now we are beginning another energy revolution. This is the clean energy revolution, and we expect decades of work to fully transition to a clean energy economy. This transition will require millions of new workers to make this revolution real. Clean energy needs workers with many different skills and workers all around the country. Unlike the fossil fuel revolution, clean energy cannot make a workforce based on poor working conditions and poor pay. Clean energy needs to create good jobs. Our clean energy industry is competing for workers with every other economic sector in America today. Many industries cannot find the workers they need for their current jobs, much less grow. To attract today's workers, we must have excellent pay, excellent working conditions, and excellent career opportunities. We have to show that clean energy can also be a fulfilling career. Today, we will discuss the actions needed to get to a 100% clean energy future. Given the opportunities at hand to dramatically scale the industry, we will be focusing on solutions and pathways to cultivate a diverse and highly skilled workforce. We will speak about the intentionality needed to ensure the clean energy transition is a just transition that benefits people, families, and communities, especially those who have historically been left behind. We'll also discuss how we will welcome more workers and more diverse workers into high-quality career pathways. For many of you today, our discussions are an extension of those held during the convenings of the National Clean Energy Workforce Alliance. This alliance, which was co-convened by IREC and the National Council for Workforce Education, under funding from the Bank of America, seeks to unite all clean energy stakeholders to engage in improving workforce development outcomes. The idea is that we are stronger together and can learn from each other and also from industries that have faced similar challenges. If you've not yet participated in the Alliance, it's not too late. IREC, NCWE, and our Alliance partners will continue to serve as a forum for our collective work on solutions. If you would like to join the Alliance or have any questions, please contact Laure-Jean Davignon, Dr. Janelle Hills from IREC, or Dr. Deborah Rowe from NCWE. Can you raise your hands? Great. 1, 2, 3. Finally, it's my pleasure to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for the rest of the day, Larry Shirley. Larry Shirley is a longtime member of the IREC Board of Directors, a past board chair, and he is a past director of the North Carolina Energy Office. He currently is president of Shirley Associates, a firm providing consulting services in sustainable energy, environmental programming, and philanthropy. And with that, Larry, come up.